Hello everyone and welcome to Jemma's Window. If you've used the calculations below in the information box and you have determined you're a power year number 1, you're at the right place. If you're a power year number 1, it means that February is the month of 3 for you. Now we're going to go over that and review what those numbers mean in just a moment. But just very quickly, for those of you who question, how exactly do I get to these numbers? Did I do it right? You would add your birth month, your birth date. You would add those two together. Now reduce it to a single digit. And then add 3 for the year of 2019. And reduce that to a single digit. That is how you get your power year number. So power year number 1s. Just to review with you, the year of 1 is the year where you're an individual, a year where you're going to step away from the crowd and you're going to have your own opinions, thoughts, feelings about all different things. It's a year of being a pioneer, of being original, starting something new, everything new, wanting a fresh beginning. Even if it's in an established relationship or job, you just want to be able to perceive things differently, look at things differently, maybe have things move differently. Now, when we're going to do a reading together, we're going to start by doing business. We're going to look at those of you who have a job and how that job is going, and we're also going to explore getting that job. When you're in a power year number 1, you are in an excellent year for planting the seeds of growth. You don't have to wait the whole cycle of 9 years for it to grow. It can very well grow this year. That's where you are. We're going to take a look at love. We're going to take a look at a relationship you're in and questioning. And also if you're looking for a relationship. And part 3 is a lot of fun. It's where you ask a specific question, as specific as you can, about anything you want. And I'm going to pull out the cards that tell you what's the best you can expect from that situation. For best results of that, make your question as specific as you can. Okay? Let's begin. Sometimes I pull the cards ahead, sometimes I don't. Right now, I just felt like being more spontaneous. So here we go. So for our power, and I didn't mention what the 3 for February means. The 3 for February is light. It's having fun, but it can also mean that you're receiving criticism, you're giving criticism, or it can also mean you're going to attract some drama into your life this month. So if you don't want to attract some drama into your life, think about what you're saying for the month of February in particular. Okay, here we go. So let's take a look at, for those of us who have a job, how is it going? What can we expect in relation to being in the year of 1? What I have in these cards, I feel like for you ones, is saying lighten up. When it comes to work, lighten up a little bit. And particularly, you're in this month of 3, which is about lightening up, ironically. So it looks to me as though you've been spoken to. People have given you their opinions, and maybe they haven't been too pleasant, or you haven't perceived it as being pleasant. Then I have you giving others your opinion, and they may not have received it as being particularly pleasant. So I feel like there's just too much chatter or opinions or preconceived notions in the air. Moving on to our final card is the secretive card. It's about so lighten up. You do not owe everybody your opinion. Sometimes I feel like people feel they're lying. Is that why they always give their opinion? You don't owe anybody your opinion, and people don't owe it to you. I think it's got to cool down, hush up at work. I just want to see what's the best that we can expect of how it goes. Think about that person or people at work that this could apply to. And I just want to see, how does it go if you follow your own numbers advice here. The Wheel of Fortune card is a great card. It's a major arcana, and it means right away, and it means that if things haven't been going so well, and according to these cards, I feel like it's just been sloppy and messy and agitated with relationships at work, the Wheel of Fortune is going to push you in the opposite direction and make it better. And it's going to make things go more smoothly. But I feel like a part of that advice is to try to button it. Resist the temptation. So now if we just shift gears to looking for that job, I do have some special days for you, okay? If you're a power year number 1 in this month of 3, you have 3 power days where double of anything can happen. That would be the 9th of February, the 18th of February, and the 27th of February, okay? The best days for getting that job or trying to get that promotion and moving ahead are going to be February 1st, 10th, 19th, and 28th, okay? That said, let's look for that job now. We're going to keep these cards and keep the feeling of them involved in our reading, but let's just pull a few more. If we're looking for a job in the month of February and you're a power year number 1, ooh, yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's pull this bottom one. What do you think? Very good. This is very informative. If you're looking for that position, and even if you have that position, if this applies to you, go for it. What you have in the center is the 2 of Pentacles, and it means things are coming together to work together for you in this month of February. It's suddenly something's going to fall into place for you. What I have in your recent past is a card that says, my God, you thought, why is everything going so slowly? Why is nobody calling me back? They said they were going to call back. They said they would call back by Friday. This is 2 weeks later. Where are they? Why are things moving so slowly? It's the way it was supposed to be. But they are going to call you back. And what we have coming into the future is that you may have to relocate. You may have to go to an office that's a little bit farther to start. You may get a bigger territory than you really wanted. There seems to be relocation and travel involved, and you're feeling like, and what am I doing? Am I taking the right job? Am I going in the right direction? Am I only going to discover in a month or 2 that I don't really like it? Power year number 1s, you're in a month of 3, lighten up. Give it a try. This card says that you're going to feel like you don't really know if this is the right thing and where you're going, but you're going to give it a try. So go ahead and give it a try. You got this Wheel of Fortune. This applies to you too. That somewhere the universe is going to be giving you a push this month to make things go a little bit more smooth and a little bit better for you. What I want to do is I'm actually going to pop these cards back into the deck when we look at love. Now, I don't always do that. I'm just feeling to do things a little bit differently this time. And so we are. So we're going to shuffle these cards and we're going to ask about relationships. If you're in an existing relationship, we're going to ask, how's that going for you? What to expect? Okay. So those of us in a love relationship, we're already in that there's a lot of movement this month for you, ones. I mean physical movement. I mean moving in, moving out, sleeping over, not, leaving your toothbrush somewhere and then taking it back, or the other person is. There's a lot of this going on. And ultimately we have delayed success. We have the delayed success card. You had that in business. Hang in there, it's going to work out. It's moving very slowly, but it is going to work out. And you have it over here in love. So there seem to be delays for you, ones. There seem to be delays across the board. Things are not moving. Well, you know what? Ones are impatient. In the year of 1, you are going to be impatient. So in the year of 1, you will feel like things are moving so slowly. I feel like what I'm getting here is that you are afraid you were wrong. You were excited about the person you were interested in or involved in, or excited about getting involved with someone, and suddenly it's like, the brakes have gone on, and you're thinking, was I wrong? Was I wrong? Was I wrong? Was I wrong? According to these cards, you're not going to know the answer to that for a while, so not to be hasty about making a decision. Okay? Now remember that month of 3. You're in a month of 3. Remember I was saying about criticism. Delay the criticism. I mean, you have to talk about it if someone criticizes you, but delayed success. Think delayed success. Next month, you're going to be in the month of 4. That's a practical month. That's a month for you to go for it and get to where you want to be with someone by speaking to them directly. But this month is, try to curtail it and see where things are going. I want to pull one card for the person that you're thinking of, whether you're in a relationship or looking for a relationship. If you've got a person in mind, what are they thinking of you? I'm going to pull this card. Ooh, okay. They don't know where you're coming from. They're having the same doubts about you as you're having about them. And perhaps they're perceiving that you're disappointed in them. And nobody likes to see that. Nobody likes to either feel the criticism because they know you so well and they know what you're thinking, and nobody likes to feel like they're disappointing you or they're not living up to they are not living up to your standards. Nobody likes to feel that, and that is what they're feeling, and it's coming across as now they're starting to think that about you. Well, maybe they're not right for me. That is what the criticism and the inner critic is doing to the person that you have your eye on. Now, if you're looking for a relationship, let's pull some cards for that. La, 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 la. We have another card here that's talking, I call it my Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde card. Okay, you have the potential, if you're looking for a relationship, you actually have the potential for my serious relationship card. If you'll just, well, I was going to say lay it on the line, but now I'm going to take that back. With my Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde card, it means you're giving off mixed signals. So let's revamp my statement, and let's say that for the month of February, you decide to just smile. And to just, instead of giving off mixed signals, give off signals of, no, that's good, okay, all right, I'll think about that. It's only a suggestion from the cards. You make your own judgments. The reader only gives suggestions. You're the boss of you. But the cards are suggesting, for those of you who relate to this, is that there's a lot of judgment going on that people are feeling you are making. And if you could just smile a little bit more authentically and trying to give a little bit more of a carefree feeling for the month of February, you're on your way. You're on your way to having that good relationship. It talks about lack of confidence too. So I feel like both parties, the person that you start to see or accept a date from or decide to ask out, or the person you've even been involved with, there's this, everybody doesn't know where the other one stands exactly, and everybody's working off of everybody else's emotions. So you decide, if you choose, in the month of February to say, no, I like you. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I give you the benefit of the doubt. You didn't call. You must have had something important. My God, what a difference. What a difference of an impression you will make. Okay? Alrighty then. So we're going to go to the last and final segment of our time together today, and I'm going to shuffle these cards. And while I do, I mentioned this before, I always tell my clients, you know what, think of a really specific question, because the more specific you are, the happier you'll be with your reading. You may not get an answer. I may come back and say, I don't know. But at least you know what you specifically asked. So think of any situation in your life, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out cards and I'm going to say, what's the best that we can expect from this situation? It might be you would like to start a family. It might be you want to ask someone to move in with you. It might be, I want to look at a different type of career. Is it right for me? Remember, you're in that power year 1. It's about starting something new. So having those kinds of thoughts would be very typical. All right, here we go. Wow, this is the second time you've gotten the Magician card today. The Magician is the first card of the deck. And it talks about, wow, okay, whoa. It talks about someone starting a new project, and it talks about pulling the rabbit out of the hat and making it happen. You've really got it to make it happen. I find that my Magician card a lot of times is about real estate. So if your question is about moving or becoming a realtor or how is work going to go, you have a wonderful card here for whatever situation that you're thinking about. No matter how impossible and off the charts it seems, you can make it happen this month, this year. You can. The card that's coming into fruition is really cool. It's my Ace of Pentacles card. And for me, the Ace of Pentacles is about recreating the self. Okay, ones? So you're in this wonderful year of recreating self. You've got 2 cards here about starting something new, recreating self. But the Magician is having the luck to make it fall into place. My recent past card is that you've been wishing and hoping and crossing your fingers and just afraid of taking this project on, or maybe even bringing up the subject with your boss that I want to work at home, you know, kind of thing. But it's like, no, you're going to take it by storm. I'm going to say this year, this month, you got a lot of messages about cool it for this month. Cool it and see where things lie. And then maybe in March, we're going to go after it and attack. But you've got wonderful cards for whatever idea you have that's new, or a proposition you'd like to make for someone. You have wonderful cards for making it happen. You look really good. Thank you for joining Jemma's Window. You can always hop onto my website to get more information about me. That's gemmaswindow.com. And, well, I'm going to see you next month. And next month, you're going to be a new number. You'll be number 4. But you will stay a power year number 1 for the entire year of 2019. So, okay, ones, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.